All right, we've departed. We've departed the normal world and entered the belly of the Atlantic Ocean. I'm in my kayak. I'm gonna paddle 10 miles out to the furthest uninhabited island there is off the coast of southern Maine. I wanna see if I can make it 3 days. I've got very limited food, water, shelter, no matches, no lighter, no stove, so we're gonna have a lot to do. We're gonna have a lot to overcome. There's a couple secrets I really wanna share with you guys. So I've got 10 miles to go. Let's get to the island and start the party. All right, roughly halfway. Everything you're looking at is islands off the coast of Maine. And we go this way. Nothing but open horizon. Next landmass is Brazil. And these are the moments I live for. I can't believe how calm and beautiful it is right now. I know what this ocean is capable of throwing at me, and I just happen to time it on such a perfect day. This island is carved from billion-year-old Precambrian stone by the receding glaciers from the last ice age, which shaped all 4,600 islands in the iconic Gulf of Maine. There are literally hundreds of islands open to the public like this. And personally, I think these islands have a special type of wild atmosphere. It's a combination of the ocean colliding directly into the pine forests, rooted to these sharp, craggy shorelines that just create a unique contrast of marine and conifer ecosystems. All right, we're calling this base camp. So I'm gonna look around. I have to get a shelter set up, that's first. Something mostly just to block the wind. It doesn't look like there's any bad weather on the radar. And something that can help me utilize this tarp. It's the only real piece of gear I brought for my shelter. All right, here's the setup. There's an old wheel somebody left here. It's a great fire pit. That'll do. All right, so shelter's done. I'm gonna see if we can square away a water source. There was a winter storm that rolled through here about 5 days ago, so I'm hoping maybe there's some snow under the trees. If not, I'll have to find some other water source, maybe a spring or a stagnant pond. Okay, so here's a water supply. It is swampy though. Look how cold it got. Oh man, that is cold. Doesn't look like it, but it's still the middle of winter here. If I had to use it, I would. So here's something surprising. Look at these tracks. Looks like canine tracks. And it happened recently because the tide came up not too long ago. Some of these tracks go below the high tide mark. Deer and canine. It's fascinating to me that even though we're on an island 10 miles out from shore, there must be enough resources to sustain some of these animals. I mean, if I'm seeing one footprint of a deer and one footprint of maybe a small fox or a coyote, that means there's probably a breeding population of both. So the ecosystem here is really thriving. All right, folks, we're in business. Look at this, we got some snow. This is great. It's not even too far away from camp, so I can come here, refill. It's not a whole lot. There's probably more patches, but at least a couple liters there. Yahoo, that's great. This is a good opportunity to see if I can get my fire squared away for the night. So I have no matches, no lighters, so this is gonna have to be a friction fire. I'm gonna try and make a bow drill. So that means scavenging the beach for what we can find. I've just got some paracord to make the bow drill. The rest I'm gonna have to forage for, so let's see what we can find. The pieces I need to find are the bow, a base plate, a spindle, and a top rock. The first thing I'm looking for is the bow, so I'm gonna be looking for a curved stick that has a notch that I can tie my paracord to. The spindle's gonna need to be a nice straight piece of dry wood, and the baseboard's gonna have to be flat, and the top rock could be a rock, it could be a broken bottle, it could be all sorts of stuff. Come on. Oh God, should I show it to you? Let's do it. Oh God. Look at it.
Little guy.
Okay. Here we go. Look at it. It's going. It's going. All right, so far we're batting 1,000. Was able to set up a shelter pretty quick. We found water for when I need a refill. Was able to make a fire. There's tons of firewood, a bunch of driftwood along the beach. So I think we've laid the groundwork to do some real exploring tomorrow without needing to take care of a bunch of basic essentials. So I think we're going to be able to have some fun, play around, and explore. All right, good morning. It was a pretty cold night, not gonna lie, but I strung together some decent hours of sleep, which is good because I have a lot to do today. So we're gonna leave the beach house here and we are going to explore the whole island. Okie dokie, bit of a gear breakdown here. I've got my VHF marine radio if I ever want to hail the Coast Guard. Here's my InReach for if shit hits the fan, you got peace of mind in the palm of your hand. Next I've got my headlight, I've got my knife, I've got some more light, got a compass, some water purification, of course some paracord, some calories, and a first aid kit. I've also got some water I'm going to bring in with me today, but that's about it for running around the island today. Let's go. Okay, warning, this island is the site of an old World War II artillery battery which has not been maintained and may contain hazards. Use extreme caution and good judgment when exploring this island. On top of the tower here. Oh! The winds are nasty. It's a good thing I'm not trying to go anywhere today. I am stuck on this island. With winds like this, there's not much you can do in a kayak except go downwind. So while I'm up here, I'm actually going to do a little bit of a social experiment. I brought a little waterproof journal and a little Pelican case. I'm going to leave up here. So it's kind of hard to get up here. You have to do a little bit of a bouldering move, but I'm going to leave it here with a pen. So anybody who's cool enough to get up here can leave a little note. Every turn you take, there's a new abandoned structure. I don't even know what this is. It looks kind of like a chimney, but we've got a ladder on it. That is tall. If I can reach the first one. Oh man, you can't make it to the top. That's too bad. That was awesome. All right, so it's well into the afternoon now, so I'm gonna head back to camp. I'm actually really excited to get back and investigate that tide pool back at camp now that the tide is out. So I think I'm going to gear up with my dry suit because the water is about 40 degrees still. And you know, if I'm lucky, I just might find some protein to add to dinner tonight. Look at all these urchins. Gotta be careful lifting these rocks up. It's not just spikes. They actually have tiny little suckers. I don't know if you can see that, but you see those little guys right there. We've got some mussels. These are gonna be perfect to add to the dinner that I've got planned for tonight. Potatoes, garlic, onions, baby. Mushrooms, fresh organic mussels. All right, we're officially in day 3. Over a cup of coffee, I decided that I definitely want to try for another 24 hours. I want to see if I can make it all day today and leave tomorrow. The problem is, as beautiful as Beach House is here, it's really exposed. Last night was super cold, super windy, my tarp was flapping, and I didn't get much good sleep. So if I'm going to do another night, it can't be out here on the peninsula. So I'm going to need to find another place to camp. I'm going to look inside the trees. I scouted a good spot yesterday right down the beach. So we're going to get more protected out of the wind. I'm going to break down the beach house now. So the most important thing is leave no trace, right? So I'm going to leave this beautiful little peninsula better than I found it so that the next person can have an unhindered wilderness experience just like I did. All right, 5-minute walk away, there's this perfect campsite. Definitely going to spend the night here. We're so much more protected. We've got these big trees. What is this? We got like a balloon or something. Nice campfire. Whoever was here last left us some wood. I'm just gonna bring some stuff here. We'll drop it. We'll come back later tonight, set up camp. All right, it's been so damn windy and cold that I needed to do something to get me warm to my bones. So that's what this is, baby. We're doing a sauna. Hot rocks. Oh, damn. Oh, shit. That's hot. Oh, yes. Oh, my God. Woo! Oh, that is salty. Oh, yeah. Woo! Woo! What a send-off, the last evening. Woo! All right, tide is out. Let's find some mussels, build a fire at our new campsite, get ready for dinner number 3. Sun's getting low already, man. There's just not enough hours in the day out here. All right, I gotta get back, make a fire, let's roll. Yes, 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 yes. Here we go, here we go. Oh! It's a little bit of daylight. Whew. All right, it's time to start melting some snow. First round of mussels on the fire we made. Sunset's almost down. This is the last one I've got. Well, there's a big doggy on the fire. Maybe that'll burn all the way through the night and I'll actually have some coals for tomorrow morning. There she goes. Or maybe it'll just smoke me out all night. I don't know. It's time to get in bed. Man, what a legendary couple days out here. Today's the morning of day 4. And I'm glad I decided to stay an extra day because the winds were pretty bad yesterday. And I don't know what I did to deserve this, but today is phenomenal. No winds, the sun is out, calm seas. Anyways, I've got nothing but gratitude. I just feel so lucky that I've been able to spend the years collecting skills and knowledge to be able to come out here and do this kind of stuff alone.